Francesco! Francesco!
I'm going to need your help. I'm getting better, but I don't know if it's just the meta or I'm not managing my players' endurance. I can hang. I just got promoted into Serie A, so I am a little down. I'll show you my squad. You can see what I'm kind of working with. I like to counterattack. I traded away some defensemen for some money, and I got some young guys in there now. So that's kind of what I'm looking like. I got speed on the edge. This actually isn't my normal setup. Let me get all my subs in. So this is typically how I roll here. Here's my tactics. Take a look at that. I like to add an extra defenseman in with one of the defensive midfielders, but I really want my guys to get on the attack. Where I'm struggling with is so you can see my bottom, my left center back. He's not recuperating. So let me show you my conditioning, my training plan, and let me know. I can't figure this thing out, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you could shoot me any advice on that, that would be fantastic. Is it better to go with a more fresh, less talented guy, less rated guy, or a less endurance, higher caliber guy? All right, but we'll play, and you'll kind of get an idea of my style, and then you can shoot me some feedback here. I'm sure I'll make numerous mistakes, and I'll point out stuff that happens all the time. I've been trying to do a better job of not being aggressive on defense and sort of playing more positional, like trying to cut off the center of the field, which I'm not doing a very good job of right now. Another thing I've realized too with the meta here, at least in my experience, is that right there. I got to cut off the outside of the field a little bit better. I just don't know what I could have done there. Like that through ball right there. I feel like I barely press the button and he just shoots it to the goalie, you know? Is that just because my player's passing rating is low? At least tell me that my mode of thinking is okay. If I feel like if my mode of thinking is and then that's my attempt at a cross. So you can tell that. All right, now I like to get out and run when I catch them like this. The problem is the guys I have here, they're not very fast. All right, I score a lot of goals with that setup. Where I kind of catch them in deep and I counterattack. All right, let's see where this goes. I try not to use team press. I like team press, but I try not to use it because it just wears down my defenders. I also try not to really control my defenders unless there's like no other choice. Get on a defensive midfielder. Yeah, I don't know. who's marking that guy. I meant to kick that out on the edge, and I don't know how to really control my through passes. All right, let's get on the counter here. All right, I should have pulled that back and went wide with it. That's my fault. I got a little greedy. He's fast, but when we play these top tier Serie A teams, he's not that fast. He's only fast when I play the lower. All right, if you saw what I did with that defenseman there, is that not good? Should I just play spatial integrity there instead of trying to dive in? It seems like it's a bit of a lost cause when I do that. I'm sure it doesn't work very often if I actually paid attention to how many times it did things worked out there. Yeah, when I get into these, I have to remember too that like these guys are better than me. I mean, they're an infinitely better team than me in terms of rating. So, you know, a couple missed opportunities on some breakaways. Probably left a goal on the table. Is what the defense is doing to me right now, is that pressing? It was a bad pass on my part. Got lucky there. I think I misplayed that defender. Instead of just, I got to be better in space down there. We're still in this. Long shot. We got to even it up here pretty soon. And I probably need to look at my conditioning, my endurance. That was dumb. I don't know why I did that. I seen him there. Let's check my conditioning really quick. Yeah, not bad. We're going to keep everything the same. Actually, I'm going to get some speed on the field here. All right, good response there. But again, it's the same style. I struggle with this. I don't want to call it a set piece, but where the offense is set up on the edge of the box and the attacking midfielder has the ball at the point, sort of like where I need to be a point guard. And what do I do up here? I'm trying to shut off one side of the field and sort of force them into one side. I also struggle with that. I feel like my guys move in slow motion when they intercept the ball. Like that right there. Like why would he just, why does it, I mean, I should have just hit the X instead of trying to hit the through ball. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No! Oh my gosh, that could have been terrible. So if you saw right there, I caught myself. I was playing midfielder with my back, with my fullback. I just get zoned in on kind of what's going on, and I forget. Like that. Like, what is that? Why does he do that? It's like the slowest guy on my team. That was, I should have probably slowed that down. I need to do a better job, I think, of like discerning when there's enough open space in those lanes to really kind of go after it, or when there's not enough space in the lanes and I need to kind of like maybe think about slowing it down and just possess the ball. Like, I'm going to press it here and try to do a better job with that. Ah. Ten minutes to try to equalize this thing, man. Appreciate you hanging out, watching this all the way through. I'm not a long-form video guy, even though I've read that TikTok sort of rewards long-form video, but yeah. I mean, I think you got it pretty good. I'm going to try to make this respectable, but any feedback you have, let's try to set it up. I thought the ref was my guy. Let's try to set up an offense, and I think I've done it a couple times to kind of let you see how I try to do stuff there. I'm definitely not confident with crossers. So when I get out wide, what I have a tendency to do, what I'm most comfortable doing, is kind of sitting on the corner of the box and looking for either an opportunity to send the ball in from the top, yeah, we're not going to have enough time because it's going to end it here. All right. Wish it was a little bit better, but I think you got to see a little bit of everything. So let me know what you think in the comments about what I can do and what I can change to get a little bit better offensively. This setting is on world class. So I appreciate you hanging out. Peace.